And hello there from the car. I wanted to film today and the day is almost over and I completely forgot. So from the car it is. I'm gonna tell you a little bit what we did today. So Johnny took off work. He had a dentist appointment, so we were at the dentist for quite a while. I did some errands while he was at the dentist. I got some wood to frame a poster that I printed off, and I got some baskets. I got a little bit of Easter treats, and what else did I do? I did some errands while he was at the dentist, and then we had lunch. Was burgers and I had a poutine. What else did we do? He had some parts to pick up at Princess Auto. Right now we're at another parts store where he had some parts that he had them fix. So we're picking them up, and I think we're gonna go to Walmart yet, and maybe if we feel up to it, or if he feels up to it, we might go into the antique mall here in Regina. I was in there a while ago, but I just quickly went in to ask them a few questions, and then I didn't even really look around that much, but it looked really full and interesting to me. So we might stop in there because I would like to get some picture frames for our living room, like more antique-ish style. So maybe we'll go in there, and if we do, then I'm gonna try and not forget to film. So yeah, that just happens, but it is a beautiful day. I mean, it is a little bit cold, but not really windy or anything like that. So we have a beautiful day, and we have this little guy. He's been pretty happy. So anyways, I hope I see you soon if I don't forget to film.
I made a no man. I said, tell me your story. He took out a notepad and wrote something for me. Then he kept walking on down the road, and I watched him disappear like smoke. And I thought I'd just seen a ghost. Then I looked down at what he wrote. It said, son, when you grow up you'll be fine. I know you've got questions on your mind. Life is gonna happen one way or the other, whether you like it or not. Stop looking for the answers, and you'll find what you've got. I met a young man, searching for glory. I took out a notepad and wrote in my story. Then I kept walking on down the road. When your time is up, it's time to go.
Customer services for your zoning, reduced from.
A tip for you: if you're in Walmart, most Walmarts have two bathrooms, one in the back, like close to the garden stuff and that, and you're basically alone, and it's a lot cleaner than the ones that are closer to the till. Just a tip. How's your tooth?
Good. Really good now, yeah.
On our way home from Regina, we took a little bit of a different route to go past the previous homes that we lived in. This one was the last house that we lived in before we moved. A lot of you will see that it looks very familiar, and it was just different going past there and knowing that's all in the past. And then also, we previously owned a house a couple of years before we bought this house, and that is this house that, and it also it gives you different feelings because at one point you called it home, and it's all in the past, and it's just different driving past, but it was nice to see those places again. We made it home, and we have some stuff to clean up, and I guess I will just talk to you tomorrow. I want to talk to you a little bit here, and I tend to get very lengthy, so if you want to get some work done while you listen to me, or if you want to grab a cup of coffee or tea and sit and listen, totally up to you, just so you know. I don't know why I do this to myself, but whenever I sit down and want to talk to you guys, I film it probably like 5 times, because every time I've talked for a while, I'm like, that's boring. Who's gonna listen to that? Like, I'm just making too much words and all of that. And that's what I'm doing right now. But anyways, good morning. It's a new day. Yesterday, we had a great day. I had a great day. I didn't have to be at the dentist. Johnny was at the dentist. Well, he's doing great. He doesn't have any pain or anything like that. So he's doing good, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, he has to go to the dentist a couple more times. So not jealous, but I should probably get my teeth checked out too. I haven't been at the dentist for a while, so I should probably go too. But yeah, this morning, it's really hard for me to find motivation. I don't know why, but I just want to go to bed. I just want to go lay down, take a nap, but I don't need it. Like, I know I would regret taking a nap in the end of the day if I did that right now. So I don't want to do that. I really don't want to do that. So I just want to try and get myself hyped up and get all the stuff done that I want to do today. There's 2 things that I want to do. Well, maybe I can get more done than that, but for now I'm just going to plan for 2 things. I want to finish my dress that I started. I've been sewing most of the week, but not dresses, more I just did start one dress, and I need to finish that. So I want to finish that today. And then I want to make sandwich bread. I'm going to take you along for that. I've found a recipe on Instagram. I'm going to leave the link for that in the description box so you can check it out. It looked so good in her video, her reel. If it's going to turn out anything like that, and if it's going to taste as good as it looks, it's probably going to be a win. I rarely bake bread. I usually just make buns because we prefer that. But I've tried making sandwich bread a couple of times, but it never really turns out. It's always so fluffy and more like dried out, if you know what I mean. You know, the store-bought sandwich bread, it's so soft, but it's really dense, and that's what I'm looking for. And it looked like this recipe is gonna accomplish that. So I want to do that. For that, I'm gonna bring you along. Who knows, it might be a complete fail, and you know, I'm just gonna set myself up, and who knows, I might even get embarrassed. I don't know. But I want to do that, and then I want to finish my dress. And as I mentioned, I was sewing most of this week, and I finished a quilt, or almost finished a quilt. I finished the top of the quilt. I need the bedding for it. That's why I couldn't finish all of it. But I made that for a fundraiser more towards the end of the year. So anyways, that's what I've been doing this week. My whole house has a dust layer, because if you've ever worked with fabric a whole lot, you know that it gets really dusty. There's just lots of fuzzies and all the things going in the air. So I want to finish the blanket next week probably, or the quilt. So but yeah, our life is pretty normal, just doing things inside, and that's why I kind of feel like I don't know what to film. So if you have any suggestions, if you have anything that you would like to see, anything you want me to try doing, or anything, let me know in the comments what you want to see, what you would like me to film, because sometimes it's beneficial to me to know what you enjoy or what you would like to see. So feel free to leave that in the comments. Also, it's almost spring, So I can't wait to get outside and get our yard cleaned and all of that. That's gonna give me a few more options to film more things if I'm gonna take the time to do that. That it is. But anyways, as I said, if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And then we have Easter coming up. Who's excited for Easter? I don't know. I am. Easter is always a fun time. The reason why it's fun for me is because the reason why we celebrate Easter, I don't know if all of you celebrate Easter, but we do. So the reason why we celebrate Easter is because Jesus died. Like Good Friday is next Friday. We have the celebration of Jesus dying for our sins, and then on Easter morning, he rised up from the dead. That's just a really, really important part in our faith as Christians. And it's just exciting to celebrate that and to kind of remember, especially on I almost said Black Friday. Oh my goodness. Good Friday is kind of a sad day, but it also is a really, really happy day. If Jesus didn't come and died for our sins, we would be lost for eternity. Like, that is our only salvation, is because Jesus came and he died for our sins. So anyways, I'm excited for Easter. We might have some family come out from Alberta, which I'm excited for. And I don't know, I would like to hear your plans for Easter. I don't know if you usually celebrate Easter with your family or if you have any other traditions that you do. I would say we didn't have a whole lot of traditions growing up. For us, it was mostly like Black Friday growing up, and this is a Mennonite thing, I think, mostly. I think there might be more people doing this, like Amish people or Hutterites might do this. But anyways, Black Friday would be a day where we would go to church, but we wouldn't really do any visiting with people. We wouldn't have any gatherings. We wouldn't go hang out with friends. It was a day at home and focusing on maybe reading some things or getting together and sing a few songs or go play outside a little bit because in Mexico during like Christmas. I'm editing here and I have no idea what I was up to. I was talking about my ears are tearing up. I was laughing so hard. I don't know. I kept saying Black Friday instead of Good Friday. And I kept talking about Christmas instead of Easter. I don't know what was up with my mind. But anyways, just so you know, I was talking about Easter and Good Friday, not Black Friday and Christmas. It's usually pretty warm already. The like trees are starting to get new buds and fruit trees are blooming, and it's just a really exciting time of the year. And we would be outside for quite a bit, or yeah, it was just a special day in the way that we didn't hang out. We didn't make any plans for Good Friday, if that makes sense. Now, later on in my youth, we did usually have an Easter program on Good Friday in the evening. So I think it was good for us to go to an Easter program, go listen to a school Easter program on Good Friday evening. I think that was good. But yeah, and then Easter would be usually family gatherings because we would celebrate 3 holidays. Easter Sunday would be a holiday, and then the Monday and Tuesday as well. I think that is a very Mennonite thing to do. It's not biblical at all. It was just, I don't know where they started doing that. I should probably look into that, but I know Hutterites have that tradition as well. But anyways, for us, it was always family gatherings, going to grandparents, hanging out with the cousins. The uncles, aunts, or grandparents would hide little bags with treats, and we would go find them, and we would eat all the treats basically in one day, or we would save all of them for months, and then they wouldn't really taste good. So anyways, yeah, I would like to hear what your plans are for Easter, and maybe you have family gatherings, maybe you have completely different traditions, maybe you don't celebrate Easter, I don't know, but that is just our Easter. So I'm gonna go make the bread dough because it's not really early in the morning, it's almost noon already. So if I want to get the bread baked and cooled and all of that, I need to get doing that. And then we'll see if I'm gonna completely embarrass myself or if I'm gonna be so proud that I did it. We'll find out.
Gonna stay in this moment. Gonna lay here on the grass. I don't need to feel lonely. I am finally home at last. And I don't mind being gone on adventures for a while. No, no. 'Cause the best thing about it is I know I'm coming back. Oh, oh. Of all the magic places in the world I've been to, this is where my heart is. Oh, you know it's true. No matter where I go, I'm coming home to you. Been walking down the street so many times, my feet know every brick and stone. Could wear a blindfold. No matter what I do, I'm coming home to you. And
I would say the bread is definitely a success. The only thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the crust is a little bit more chewy and hard than I prefer, but maybe it's because I baked it a little bit too long, or who knows. I will definitely try it again in the future and bake it a little less to see if that helps, but other than that, I would say it's really good bread. It is really soft and it is delicious. I put some jam on and have a little bit of a snack here, but yeah. And also I wanted to let you know that I'm not gonna have a new video next week. I'm gonna skip next week, take a little break next week and enjoy Christmas and focus on more family things. And yeah, just so you know that next week, the Saturday before Easter Sunday, I'm not gonna have a new video, so just so you're aware of that. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye!